Hello guys and girls! Today we are going to look at 3 advanced rules when we're using articles in the English language. Now these are always a tricky thing to try to understand at the best of times. So here are 3 tips to really help you out and boost your English. Number 1, when we use lists. When we make a list of something, we don't need to use an article with each and every noun. For example, if I asked you to go to the shop, I wouldn't say, can you please get me an apple, a banana, a pint of milk, a chocolate bar, and a loaf of bread. It's just far too many words. It sounds unnatural. And while it's grammatically correct, it's just not the way we would speak. So we only need to actually use an article at the beginning of the list and the end of the list. So the more natural way of saying this would be, can you get me an apple, banana, pint of milk, chocolate bar, and a loaf of bread? For number 2, it's looking at the difference between the and a to discuss the newness of something. So articles can actually tell you a lot without you ever realizing. Lots of people look at articles and go, they don't really do anything. They do. And this is a really, really great example. So for example, I'm going to put it on the screen. See if you can decide what is the difference. So if I said, my parents are the best, they bought me the new iPhone for my birthday, this means they're talking about the latest model, the brand new one that's only just been released. If I said my parents are the best, they bought me a new iPhone for my birthday, this just means it's new for me. Not necessarily the most up-to-date, but it's a new one for me. And we can use this to talk about movies, models of cars, anything really. For number 3, we're going to look at countries and cities using articles. And this is always a very, very tricky part. Lots of people get confused by this. So, the general rule is that a country does not use an article. But if it is followed by kingdom, states, republic, federation, etc., anything like this, we're going to add an article. So, for example, England, the United Kingdom, America, the United States, and so on. If the country or the region is broken up into an island chain, we're probably going to add an article. So, another example, the Philippines, the Canary Islands, the Caribbean. Now, of course, there are always exceptions to all of these rules, and most of them you probably don't need to worry about too much. The one that you're going to use the most is probably the Netherlands. But we also have the Gambia, the Sudan, and the Congo. Talking about cities, almost every single city in the world does not have an article except The Hague. And another one to remember is the Bronx in New York. So it's actually a borough, not a city, but would still use an article. Stick around, I'm going to put a little mini test with articles up. Try to answer in the comments, and I'll post the answers in a little while. Take care, have a lovely day.